What's going on, guys? Today we're back with the Yukon. I fixed some things yesterday, so I'm going to go over those. So, first of all, if you guys remember, the switch for the RGBs was right here. I used the same wiring to hook up the pods. It was still right here. We decided to put it here. Made the hole too big. I actually have an idea for cover on that. Dad brought it up. So what we got is it's now over here. Okay. But the other thing is, I was messing around with the 4 high mod because this used to have 4 high, right? And I realized that after I took the RGBs out, the 4 high quit working. And so I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on there, you know? Is this going to stay? Yes. So what I ended up doing was taking a look at it, and I actually hooked up, because that's how it sits. I actually ended up hooking this all up yesterday. Except for this one. This is the one that powers the RGBs. Didn't care for it. So I ended up hooking it up yesterday. And off of the high beam, there is 2 wires. Off of the low beam, there is 1 that have these little, the other ends for these, the female ends. So I ended up hooking this light up. 4 high mod came on. All 4 high. For the 2 low and the 2 high came on. So I said, well, I wonder if it'll work, you know, with just this connector, or if I have to have the whole light. So I unhooked the bulb and used just this connector, and it worked. So currently, right now, is just this little connector here hooked up for all 4 headlights to come on with high beams. Now, with that being said, I was talking to my buddy Austin, and he was like, well, because these have fog lights, typically, because this has the thing under the hood in the fuse box, and I thought having that would automatically kick on the 4 high, but it don't. You know, it's just a drop-in thing. I don't even remember what brand, but I don't know what brand because it was in here when I got it, but some research popped up a couple different brands that, you know, and I thought it would automatically just kick it on. It don't. But then I was talking to Austin yesterday, and he's like, well, typically on these 800s, which, by the way, I'm going to do this to my 400, my 97, just because, why not? But he was saying that typically on these, because there's fog lights, that it's supposed to be a 6 high mod, where you turn the high beams on. Factory, you turn the high beams on, fog lights kick off. And then it's just high beams on. So the 4 high mod makes it to where high and low beams are all on at once. And I guess there's one that's called the 6 high mod, which this has the little, like I said, that little thing you put in the fuse box. The fog lamp relay is running through that. So it is set up for the 6 high mod. And what that is, when you turn on the high beams, it don't kick off the fog lights. So all 6 low, high, and fog lights are all on at the same time. Do I really need that? Not really. It would be cool, but I think that the reason they don't come on is probably the exact same reason the 4 high didn't come on. I probably actually have to run this down to the fog lights for 6 high on, and I don't really care for that. At least right now, these headlights are bright, so we only drove this once or so. Actually, yeah, from Tooele to here, and then from up there down to here. But I have a very good feeling that I'm already going to be flashed, because these are about as bright as my dad's in his Suburban, and he'll pick me up from work or something. We're coming down the road, and people will flash their high beams at my dad, and he's like, look, I'm on fucking low beam. Fuck you guys. So with 6 high on, it would be great, but I think these headlights are bright enough. Now, with that also being said, the pods that I have. So I need to actually show you guys this real quick. Hey, hopefully this doesn't kick me off of this video after 6 minutes, because we're at 6 minutes. And it seems like that's about when it kicks me off the video. I didn't realize that when I put these in, the pods, that they were actually the holes to hold the plastic piece